All these flights across the world, I got jet lag. Took my bitch across the world to get more ass. Out the trap school, graduated top class. AMG Benz lover, cause the whole fast. Yeah.
Everything that we do, we paying ourselves. When the food, we start a little event. Like for example, we might want to start an event in this bitch. We get our own production company, our own security company, pull up, get our own catering truck, pull up, boom. You know what I mean? Get our own modeling agency. I got more models and whoop this, call them, boom, they pull up, boom. So every time, you know, everything is in-house. So anything that you need something, or you might be like, yo, Cel, I'm going to Cali, get the security company out there too. Get picked up in a Sprinter with a security. Celfmade CMT security, boom, that's a good look for artists too. When you want to get other people involved, they're not worried about how much you about to write them a check. They like, nigga, when I came out there, them niggas gave me the most exclusive service, like Airbnbs, you got the cars. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we got all access to everything we need, so artists ain't gonna even think about what the fuck to write them. They gonna be like, I wanna hang with these niggas, period, cuz. When can I come back to Atlanta and fuck with y'all niggas? Because everything, we shot videos for them, we got plenty of studio time for you, you got the cars when you ready to ride around, security picking you up. Food, models, when you go to the club, boom, we're gonna send 6, 7, 8 bitches out there with you, woo woo. So that's my goal of it, is really just umbrella of shit that I wanna invest into, and that's what I'm using the music for, is to be able to do that. So I try to get my artists to understand that in the beginning, like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted them to come to me with a business proposal. I tried to get them business minded, like, don't just think that just no handouts, you know what I'm saying? We're self-made individuals. You gotta make it on your own, like, you gotta be able to bring something to the table, like, I can't just sit here and just invest in no niches that ain't really growing. You know what I'm saying? That's dead weight. So I'm trying to get them like, oh, what do you do? So I had a girl that was doing her little bikini line. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell her, like, come to me with a business proposal. Tell me how you know you can succeed and shit. And they really stopped me, bro. It was like, yo, you need to do this shit. Like, you serious, fool? You know, like, bro, you need to do this shit, fool. I'm not playing with you. So I'm like, all right, then. I made my mind up. I'm like, in the start of 2020, I'm going to make my first song. It was like November at the time. So I'm like, when November comes, once this little month, New Year, I'm gonna make my first song. And when I did that shit, it was more like, you know, like anything, you know, I really touch or get involved with, in my mind, like I'm successful, you know what I mean? Everything I get, I'm a businessman. I know how to put my all into certain things, or I won't get involved unless I believe I can make it blossom. You know what I'm saying? So when I got involved in music and I was gonna do it, I went above and beyond to try to show myself and prove to at least the closest people to me that I can do this shit. Because if I can't get them to believe in me, ain't nobody gonna believe in me, you know what I'm saying? So for the whole first year, I was recording, making so much music, never dropped nothing. Never dropped the shit. The only reason I didn't drop it is because I noticed I was getting better every song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so determined, cuz, like, especially like my mom, my brothers, and the real close homies, because they looking at me like, nigga, you ain't no rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you do with man? Everybody want to be a rapper, so I couldn't just, you ain't gonna treat me like that, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna really make sure you, like, I'm gonna beat it, I'm gonna have to take this shit and be serious about it. So now I'm making 3-4 songs a day, nigga. 2 songs is working, like, nigga, constantly, and I got to the point where I started to like to do it. It was so fun now, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing myself, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm saving money from going to the club. I used to club a lot, want to blow a bag at the club, so I liked this shit more than going out. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm like, fool, I'm saving money, and I like to do, I can get bitches to pull up to the studio, the homies pull up to the studio, anything I want. Let's just make some music. So long story short, started getting a little, you know, developing my craft and shit. After like the first year and shit, I started dropping like once. I only put out like 10, 15 songs still, fool.
Similar to kind of how you got more management team, as far as just facilitating different things our artists may need. Because I've been an artist, like I've been an artist for a minute, since like 2004. Okay. I done charted top Billboard chart, pace setter, you know, all that different shit. Baby, Bone Crusher, Twister, songs with all these niggas, Wayne, you know, all type of shit we done wrote for Beyonce, J-Lo, you know. He's got a nice catalog. That's why we revamping shit. You know, we were into some of the legal shit, got indicted, fucked a lot of shit up. So now we rebuilding this whole process. But
and that's with the monsters.
Yeah, exactly. But just a lot of the resources from being an artist before, from, you know, big bro right here, my aunt, they got a good network of people that do a lot of, you know, real strong shit in the industry. So just connecting them dots with what we have, like, say for instance, an artist like you, they'll see how serious you is, how you coming in, this together. They won't have no problem getting on board or shooting you this, you know what I'm saying? And then like I was saying, some artists, I mean, some of the situations you can't even hit with all that shit, because it'll scare them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he trying to get in and take over. And that's what I had to notice too. You can't even let every artist you trying to work with know you got this much going on. Like, oh, this nigga about to pass me up. Oh, he about to get in. You know, so they'd be that little slide trying to spin you off. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be, you know, it'd be the different angles you come at them with. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of the people we'll connect with can get that done, as opposed to if you come straight to him, man, I want this. Now this dude and came to him who got a great relationship with him, then drop that down to damn near, you know, quarter, 0.5% of what you was just about to pay him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they fucking with it more genuinely, want to build a real relationship. Because I tell you, any nigga, a millionaire can't tell a billionaire shit. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna take your bread and put you with the rest of the work, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you got that relationship though, they gonna go over and beyond and really fuck with you and really want to build with you. So that's how we be trying to get a lot of the artists tied in, what I be dealing with.
So you kind of like you mentioned before, you said something about like you do like the management side of it. Not even like a label, it's more like a management team.
I don't want to be the roadblock.
Yeah, when niggas coming to
they might
take the check or whatever.
Try, oh, he's my artist. All this and no, I want you to sign with whoever you feel comfortable with. Yeah, we get our percentage. You can be here, he can be there, wherever you want to be. We just want to make sure you treat it right. The proper shit is getting done while you are there. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's hard too. Somebody definitely told me about that in the beginning when I was doing the label and shit, like getting a management team as well. Like, you know, the umbrella of things I was saying doing.
Exactly.
Just start a management team as well, to where you still they can still do what they want to do, and it's just like you just want that percentage coming back to the team. You know what I'm saying? Back to the home team that's able to build it up. We'll help you out. We'll guide you, give you resources, like connections, but
then when it comes, like you say, it's come time for you. You done broke so much bread with them from other artists and shit you done brought through. It's just like, we ain't even got to charge you, bro. You done put so much money in our pocket and helped us, and you was eating at the same time. So, you know what I mean? It cranks out for a lot. And that's what I noticed between that and them engineers, like the engineering. But you record yourself, so you
not necessarily. I just started doing
that.
I know how to.
So a lot of artists don't even understand that engineering plays so much of a part in your recording.
I told the engineer that the other day, we was having a debate because they kept telling me, "Now you doing it, you did." I'm like, "Nah, you play 50% of this song because you can make this what you want. If you wasn't fucking with this shit, you can give it a little bit of energy. You can make it a trash song. If you can't put this shit together right, if you don't, it'll be one piece of a little line. If you don't move it over enough, nigga, this is not gonna sound right."
Say you punch. Some engineers not on time with that.
Yeah.
They'll be too slow, and now it's fucking up your pattern, it's fucking up your rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when I first started, they used to tell me you gotta double everything you do. So you say it and then you gotta come back and redo it. And I'm like, that ain't how I'm hearing, you know, Nas, because I ain't a loud rapper. I ain't one of them yelling motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So I look at artists like Nas and, you know, A-Book, different artists, you know, who got a low monotone type voice. I'm like, they not doing that. The engineers making sure they're being heard.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
So I'm like, bro, this is what you have to do, because you can kill a nigga whole momentum.
Hey, what's that?
On just off of like when I worked with certain engineers, like there's one of them, they charged him, my boy, he charged me 50 the first time working, but he went up after the first session to 100. But he was just wanting to show me what he can do. But that was one of the first times I really feel like I made a real record. Okay. You know what I'm saying? When I worked with him, he helped me.
It was just the chemistry y'all had.
That too, and he edited everything. He was lining, he was changing it and stretching it. I don't know what the fuck. I ain't never seen an engineer.
It changed how you do a song, because you can be like, right here, I'm gonna make him echo that out. Right here.
Yeah, I love you, girl, if I ever call you baby. Loving how you stay solid, how you moving lately. Never owe the nigga shit, but you love to pay me. Always want a nigga to shine, you ain't never shady. Hurried up and got the bags off. Bought a new coupe just to take the rag off. I own the land, but I still go and rent the loft. I had to change the plan up, cause I took a loss.